I said another topic. Ending, and you said
No, I
yeah.
said ending. I said ending.
No, you said we're gonna finish off, but I said which one? You said yeah. Talked about it, but this is the thing. Some people don't have to talk about it, and even if they do talk about it, they don't have to talk about it with everybody else. I do truly like how creative people can be.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to UnModlEyez TV. We're here with Matrix and C, aka what's aka? Kothi, right here, and we are here to just talk and see how life's going.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously we've got loads of big projects coming up that we're trying to plan. For example, we've got the magazines, we've got the comics, short films that we're working on currently, and yeah, pretty much we're just doing some cool art, trying to go out to our youth and reach out to them,
Also expand really well.
Yeah.
Seeing which audiences as well we can help mainly. Our obvious main ones would be the youth, but anybody else who can attach on to us and really like who we are, and
like what we stand for as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And who can really join us on this wonderful journey that we're trying to traverse. I think can be really, really insightful for them, because we're trying to show you guys how nice and beautiful doing videography, photography, music, all of that art, but also how difficult it can be to be creative. Because just as easy as it is to just film, it's very hard to be just as creative and making sure we can engage to an audience that can listen and watch us.
Yeah. How's day been, huh?
My day's been really, really well. Except for the fact that I'm tired, not had that much sleep, but that's
we're being very productive today. We've been out,
Exactly.
as we are here
Exactly.
in nature, just trying to get things done, grinding,
Exactly.
we've done a bit of photography, videography, just trying to get UnModlEyez out there, and just spread the message, really.
100%. We've also tried shooting some stuff for us, seeing at what point what can work with each individual parts of the group, seeing which works for which, such as if he can. Why are you smiling?
I don't know.
Why are you smiling? I know I fucked up with how my structure, my sentence, but
natural,
I was trying to say we're trying to find which group, who fits what type of shots, like such as domineering shot, long shot.
Here's some on the screen,
as well as
for an example.
who fits the mid range, the close up. We're just trying to see what levels of works we can work with on our each individual selves, as well as what the the other person would look like with with certain shots, and how well it can come out. Because certain people would say photography is easy, but it really isn't. To pick up a camera and shoot is working at a level where it's okay. It's really okay, but that's all it will ever be. Okay.
Yeah.
To grow and to expand the knowledge, to elevate, really good word, is to see what else you can work with. And working with a camera such as this, a Nikon, will elevate us as well. Seeing what we can work with, going back to the basics from time to time as well, and showing you guys how our editing process can work. From our house or from a studio, depending on at what level we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
Because as I said previously, all this ain't easy, but that's the fun of all of it. Life is all about mastering the craft that you've put on your road.
The craft.
And seeing what you can make out of it. Because you're the sculpture, and what you sculpt is something that everybody will see.
That's real right there. That's real right there.
How's your day been? I've not asked about that.
I mean, I'm just trying to find balance right now, man. I can't lie. Like, I'm seeing everyone, like getting jobs and all that, but I also see that because obviously right now we're growing up and they're going up to uni now, so it looks like they're not really prepared, or they're just forced to go there anyway because that's just how life is really. But it's not that I'm jealous or anything. It's just that it's
a fast moving pace, and everybody's not prepared for it, as you just said.
Yeah.
And because nobody's really prepared for it, you're trying to find a route that suits you best.
Yeah, because I didn't choose the route to go to uni. It's a different pathway for me, especially even though I was originally gonna go this path to just like do freelancing, just make art really. But now that I'm into it, it's different. It's more difficult, I think, because obviously I'm trying to grow my own business separately as well, and trying to get UnModlEyez out here as well. And because everyone else is busy, in their own lives, it's quite difficult to, get together and, make stuff. But we're trying to make it work. Obviously, we're not all here right now, but we're here, trying to make something happen. I'm sure you've seen the rest of the group as well. And
don't get it mistaken though. I think with being here and certain people being very out of what they should be doing with us, even though what they're doing by themselves, I think it will elevate them and help them progress our group as well.
Yeah.
Even though it's a tricky road, and even though it feels very stagnant from time to time. I think because it can feel stagnant, when it moves, we will move really, really well as a unit and understand our own selves first before trying to understand somebody else.
Yeah, that is true.
And because we're in our own world and trying to build our foundation, I think also piggybacking off of what I've just said, when we're building our own foundation, when we go onto other foundations such as this group, such as UnModlEyez, and trying to grow our own brand, we'll understand as well on a deeper level what it means to be a part of a group instead of being by yourselves. So I understand, even if you're not being in a group, even if you're doing something else, even if you're creating anything out of just filming, photography and all that, it's don't have this misconception that that if somebody doesn't have time for you, that doesn't mean they don't want to have time for you. They just mean they're just busy, and that's how it is. And I think it's just moving forward. You have to realize what you can do by yourself before you move, know how to do things with other groups.
That's what I've learned since I've started this journey into trying to get UnModlEyez out there. That they're not always going to be free. You just got to utilize the time that you have, and soon they'll come around, and they'll see the vision, and you can create stuff with the whole group pretty much.
100%.
Yeah.
But I do truly like how creative people can be.
Yeah.
And creative our group has been so far. I'm not trying to take no credit from nobody. Everybody's worked at a really, really, really incredible rate. Even if it feels towards the audience or towards themselves that it isn't that much, to grow even a tiny bit is still something from nothing. And to have that thought process and to see where you can go as well. It's again, it's beautiful. It's something that's needed. Moving forward, we will try to see what we can do. Try to see how we can move as a group, as a unit, and seeing our schedules.
Schedules are mad nowadays. Crazy.
But the schedule, I think it would have to really depend. Because the thing is, we want this to feel like it's a hobby that we like and love, not a job that we
Yeah.
despise.
Yeah.
Because I've seen very, very nice, great content creators go from loving something to hating it,
Or
and
just being burnt out in general.
burn out is
Yeah.
the word, and them not being able to elevate their uniqueness they already have, and being stagnant and not creating stuff that they should be able to be doing, no matter what content creator they are, and I think that's what we're trying to do as a unit, and that's why we have a nice group as we've created so far. And when we collaborate and when we bring on certain people, hopefully when we grow as well, it will be very, very much more beautiful and much more structured than it is now. And I think that's the key focus on how we move as UnModlEyez.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say for that.
Yeah. Let me just double check what the time is. Oh, wow, 9 minutes to spare. That's perfect. What we going to talk about, like, what's going on in general lives?
Such as,
Hey, who you been listening to nowadays, like musically wise?
it's very, very, very R&B type. Sunder, the artist's name Sunder, is very similar to, who can I compare him? Bryson Tiller. Similar to Bryson Tiller,
yeah.
but also has that soulful sound like Brent Fraser. I think that's the name. It's a bit of a clash, and I love it, and I love how this person has moved forward. But yeah, I think artists, for me, I like them weekly. I like to change them weekly, only because finding different talents and finding different artists which are
'cause
similar.
there's so much out there that I still haven't discovered. It's
100%.
crazy.
100%. I probably listen to like 10% of music. It feels like 100. That's how crazy it is. It's only because music has evolved so much, and it's become such a beauty to look at.
Yeah.
Forever be something that will chase, just so that we can hear that nice, beautiful, calming voice of another person, or depending on if it's rock, it could be something heavy.
Yeah. So many genres.
Again, yeah. What else have you been listening to?
I mean, I've been like, I've been in a mood like these past few weeks, so, and I've only just realised it as well. So, I've been listening to like Billie Eilish's new album, and we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only just realised that since I've listened to that album, it's actually, because it's got me more in the mood of the way the song is portrayed. Portrayed. It's got me in like a darker mood, and I didn't really realise it, because it's like I've been surrounding myself with just sad stuff, like the movies that I've been watching recently, and obviously the music as well. It's I've never actually felt that down before, but it is what it is. I've been trying to listen to what I used to listen to before, which was like Joey Badass's old albums, and more soul type beats and all that, because that's the first time where I actually enjoyed listening to music. So it's good to go back there, good to revisit those days. You got Joey Badass, Billie Eilish, and then I've just found numerous artists that sound similar to those guys, because they're just pretty cool, man, and it's nice to hear, really, seeing how their life's going, because they are humans just like us, so, and people don't think about that right now, so
100%. I was gonna say, when you were talking about feeling sad and being in that mood,
Yeah.
I think handling those things and not being very like aggressive with how you felt is something that you've handled really well. I applaud you to that, because how I've seen people handle themselves, because sadly we live in a day and age where everything is recorded. Even if you don't want to be recorded, it's recorded.
It's there.
And it's living proof that happens, and how people can quickly take to anger and quickly show violence for no reason, and unfortunately certain people can be harmed from that. And I think the thing is, as well, with what I've realized on this day and age as well, certain parents as well don't really understand that it's not because the music is triggering the person to go and do something bad. It is because that they do not have self-control, and they do not know how to handle themselves in these certain situations, to which when they listen to this and the way they handle themselves and when they carry themselves, they often take to violence or take to certain things that are very unfortunate, and they end up losing certain things and certain values and certain virtues of life. Because I've seen videos on videos of certain people, as I said, taking to anger and pushing on somebody, fighting somebody, going the furthest, and that's not who we are as humans. And we come together, and I think with your family name, you should present yourself, even if you're from different households, or even if you don't believe in the family names. You as the way you portray yourself, no matter what your name is, you are a brand to yourself, and you are always trying to make sure that name isn't tarnished. And because you try to make sure it's not tarnished, you have to make sure that the way you are looked upon yourself and the way that certain people look at you, you're trying to make sure you're an example. And that's a key component for the next generation. And sadly, we live in a day and age where that's not a thing anymore. And that's why I'm applauding my brother here, because the way he's handled himself is really, really well done. Obviously, he could have talked about it, but this is the thing: certain people don't have to talk about it. And even if they do talk about it, they don't have to talk about it with everybody else. But it's the fact that handling yourself calmly and realizing that's the way to move forward is a key component. Very key component.
Going back to his previous point, I feel like when it comes to like parents and stuff like that, it's not their fault that there's less guidance for their kids and stuff, but the technology and media is going so fast that it's hard to catch up and stop them from seeing all this all this violence and all this unwanted stuff that they don't need to see at all. And obviously, it just loses like the youth guidance, because they're so caught up in all the latest stuff that's going on that they're just like, oh yeah, I should do that too. But they're not self-aware, and they're not in control anymore. So it's just like, oh, I'm gonna join that group because it's cool, or it's all a bit messed up, and everyone's lost. Yeah, everyone's lost nowadays, and that's why we're here, to come back to the youth and just spread positivity and give them a bit of a good path and
good path, guideline, insight on how to conduct yourself.
Yeah.
Even the thing is, even if we are not perfect, it's something that we're trying to move forward on.
Yeah.
All in all, what we're trying to say is, again, the way you conduct yourself and the way you put yourself in the spotlight, I understand can be very tricky. Even the parents themselves, we are trying to, broaden our horizon and show, trying to bring you into us, into our group.
A few moments later.
Anyway.
Back to the
back to it, and to quickly, come to a conclusion.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, as I was about to say, no matter who you are, even if you are a parent, it will always be their first time trying to guide their children. No matter how many children you have, it will always be a first time, because everyone is unique in their own way. Even if what I said about conducting yourself and being able to put yourself in a specific situation where you can handle it accordingly, no one is perfect.
Yeah, because they're still learning themselves, you know, like everyone else.
100%. And to come to a nice conclusion, it is, no matter who you are, just try to be yourself. Try to conduct yourself in a nicely way. And even if you can't, it's okay. You still learn from your mistakes. You're still a human being. No one is perfect. But that's what makes life so perfect. Because imperfection is perfection.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna end off.
Or just finish that.
No, we're gonna do the outro.
No, but I'm just asking.
Oh, yeah. So yes.
No, you didn't. Nigga, I said another topic. Ending, and you said yeah.
Ending. I said ending.
No, you said we're gonna finish off, but I said which one? You said yeah.
Oh,
this is what I'm saying, man. This brother never listens. Anyway, he'll finish it off in 3, 2, 1.
So yes, we're gonna end off this episode. That's what it is, pretty much. Of UnModlEyez TV, or the UnModlCast. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys have, you know, listened to what we've said and, you know, taken it into perspective.
Do you want to finish it off?
No. And, you know, hopefully you've learned something from this as well. Because, you know, people are lost nowadays and they need that someone to talk to or relate to, pretty much. But yeah, I'm gonna end off now. It's been me, Matrix, and it's been
Kothi, ending it off. Love, peace, and guidance.
Stay true to yourself and
guide yourself in the right way.
It's UnModlEyez. We're out.
My ass cheeks hurt, brother. I'm sorry. Ow.